Okay, let's try the general reduction question first. Uh, and when you've got this 180 plus x, there's just a technique for going to where it is. You have to know where 180 degrees is, and you have to know that plus x is bending into the third quadrant where tangent is positive. So that's tan x. And the cos of 90 minus x, that's sine x. That's a cofunction thing. And the sine of 90 plus x, it's a second quadrant, it's positive, but it changes to cos x. That's why it's tan x, cos x over sine x. You just have to be able to do that cofunction reduction and go to where it is. 180 minus x, second quadrant, cosine's negative there. But the reference angle is just x, so that part's easy. The cosine of minus x, fourth quadrant. That's cos x. Okay. Now anything divided by itself is just ones, and minus a minus is plus one. Now tan x is sine over cos x, and you're multiplying it by cos times sine x. Hey, we end up with sine x cos x over cos x sine x. That's just 1, and we knew from a long time ago that 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Okay, now this one, see that 549? I thought, anyways, it was hard for me to do it just in my head, but if you take 360 away from it, you get a nice answer that you can look at quickly. But the sine of 189, that's 9 degrees past. It's the second quadrant. Sorry, the third quadrant. 189 bends into the third quadrant, and the reference angle is 9 degrees. That's why it's minus sine 9 degrees. But why is this the tangent of 9? Because take away 360. Go do a 360 around there. And where would you end up with? If you take away 360, you're at 189. Oh, that's the same place, 9 degrees past where tangent is positive. So it's really the tangent of 189. That's when you say 549, you're in the same place as 189 degrees. Now, the cosine of minus 9 is really just the cosine of 9. So it's the cosine of 9 times the cosine of 9. That's true. Now, the sine of 99 degrees. What is the sine of 99 degrees? Well, that's really just the cos of 9. Now, why is that? Well, I know that it's really equal to the sine. I would go through a couple little steps here to get to that. Maybe I know that it's the sine, where is it? Of 81 degrees, but it's positive there. But the sine of 81 degrees by cofunction is really the cosine of 9 degrees. So there was a little bit more of a step there for me. That's really the sine of 81, and the sine of 81 is the same as the cos of 9 degrees. That's cos function. That's just a cofunction thing. Okay, what do we have here? Well, the sine of 9 degrees, the tangent of 9 is really sine over cosine, but Mrs. Martindale has tip and times here, and so that just cancels. Cos squared divided by cos is just the cosine of 9 degrees. That gives us minus cosine 9 degrees minus another cosine 9 degrees. That's minus 2 cosine 9 degrees, and that's what we're supposed to show, that this whole thing just reduces to minus 2 cosine of 9 degrees. Oh, so for me, there's actually another little step to turn sine 99 into cos 9 degrees. I would have made it sine of the positive sine of 81, which is really the cos of 9 degrees. And that is it done.